Smoking is a leading risk factor for many of the lifestyle diseases that are crippling our healthcare system. With politicians clamping down on public smoking and the cost of cigarettes rising, the concept of quitting is looking more lucrative to many smokers.
I started smoking the holiday between standard 5 and standard 6. When I went to the army, then we started smoking big time. So from there it just escalated to where I started smoking 2 packets of cigarettes a day.
In those days, you got used to everyone is smoking around you, so even in the pubs or whatever. But the most irritating thing, I think, was the clothes smelling of smoke. Yeah, so it was never seen as being rude or anything. It was kind of accepted.
To replace those cravings was, for me, actually not that bad in the beginning, because I used to eat a lot of this sucker sweets instead of having a cigarette. But what happened was that I picked up weight because of that, and then I started exercising and leaving the sweets out. So I would say for cravings, I exercise and instead of having a cigarette.
Theo completed the Two Oceans Marathon earlier this year, an impressive feat that he would never have accomplished when he was smoking over 40 cigarettes a day.
To not smoke is the best thing that I've ever done. I'm running easily, I breathe easy, the food is excellent, everything just tastes better, and because I'm exercising, I've got such a nice appetite. What happened to me is that I took my wife out for supper on our wedding anniversary, and we had our starter, and after the starter I wanted to have a cigarette, and I went out for a cigarette and came back and my main course was already on the table. And there I decided that it's nonsense to smoke. That's when the seed was planted to stop, and about a month later I went to Bestway Clinic.
Many smokers turn to hypnosis, acupuncture and nicotine replacements to help them quit. Theo, however, reprogrammed his mind through an interactive coaching process.
I think the biggest misconception across the whole of the world is that there's value in smoking. There's no value in smoking. There's no benefit per se. Out of the 4,000 odd chemicals in cigarettes, not one is beneficial or needed. And of those 4,000 odd chemicals, there's at least 69 cancer-causing agents. I smoked for nearly 17 years. I enjoyed it. I always thought it was going to be very hard to stop. When I finally did stop, I found it incredibly easy. With the right information, it is possible. A deeper understanding of how our minds and our subconscious minds work can help you become a healthy, happy, non-smoking, normal person. The worst thing about smoking is, like all addictions, it eventually removes your dignity. It takes away your health, your wealth, it ruins relationships and lives. It dominates you.
Many experts believe that shattering misconceptions that smokers have around the role of smoking in their lives is the key to helping them quit for good.
The best thing that I learned at the Bestway Clinic and from Etienne was probably the fact that your subconscious is actually controlling you. And if you can start controlling your subconscious, then you can stop smoking. The first day that I walked in here, I had my doubts. We're so used to always getting something like Nicorettes or Zyban or anything to help you stop. And here you walk in and it's just a workshop. And it's just like, here I am, 2 years, almost 2.5 years later, and I still haven't picked up a cigarette.
The key tip to wanting to stop forever is to realize that smoking is not a disease, it's a choice. So you have to make a choice not to smoke. I suggest you go get information, go read about it, go look on the internet, find someone that can mentor you, that can coach you, that can help you, find someone that succeeded in it. And if you were to stop, your benefits would affect every single facet of your life.
Now that they're nicotine-free, Theo and Christina can look forward to longer, healthier lives filled with more meaningful moments with family and friends.